Yes, people. Welcome back to another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, and it is the Boxing Day special brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. I'm also joined by one of my fellow co-hosts, one fourth
Your
of
favorite co-host.
one quarter of why I don't why where is Peter on the stream? All right, I stand corrected. But as we were saying anyway,
favorite co-host.
one quarter. That's what I was looking. You said favorite co-host. That's what I was looking for Peter in it. But we move one quarter of analysis at Anfield. He's also on Q&As. He's on watch alongs. My like Ryan is in the building, and we're also joined by Nippon because it is a part. He's one of the members, Sarcasm City General, so that's why he is here. Also, so we'll start with you, Nippon. Talk to me. How you doing? How's it been for? How's Christmas been for you, etc. All that stuff.
Christmas has been great, man. Got lots of presents.
Yeah, man. Talk about it. What did you get, fam? Like this. We asking. I'm asking for genuine. Talk to me. What did you get? What did you eat? Where did you go? Talk.
I got a vlog kit. I got a vlogging kit from my brother.
Okay. What did you get in the kit? A camera, a mic. I'm saying. Are you trying to be like Ray? Is that what it is?
All that jazz.
All that jazz. You trying to be like you, Ray? Because you a vlogger. You trying to vlog too?
I don't vlog. I've never vlogged in my life.
But this is kind of like vlogging. You know what I'm saying? It's this type of thing. You can use vlogging for live streaming. It's the same equipment. It's a camera, a microphone.
Vlogging's like going to a game and doing it. I've never vlogged at a game.
Yeah, true. Say you've never done it at a game. That's a fair point. But yeah, and Ryan, how was the Christmas period part to be for you? Talk to me.
Yeah, it was a bit dead to be fair. Like we were gonna go around family in it, but my dad got COVID the other day, so it's like couldn't go anywhere still. So
just you just chilling out yard. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I want to say I thoroughly enjoyed it, people. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I just ate a lot as to be expected. That was my plan. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tweeted out. That's how I'm gonna roll into the kitchen for my second plate, knowing I've contributed to absolutely nothing in the preparation of this food. And that's exactly what I did. I ate, drank, ate again.
Did you not even like put the plates out or lay the table or anything?
No, laid the table.
You're a disgrace.
I'm saying, only thing I did was help my niece with her food. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because she was sat next to me. So I was helping her out. That's legit it. That's all man did. Other than that, all I did was help myself. Me, myself, and I, fam. This is supposed to be on Christmas. You feel me? Lay the plates. And then I came home and napped. Then woke up and did a couple of NBA streams. There we go in it. So life is good. Got money, got presents, gifts. Nothing to complain about. You feel me? I don't know how people can not like Christmas.
You seem very chuffed about it, to be fair.
Absolutely. And I was around the family as well. And all the family members that was there, I liked. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the ones I disliked. That's even better.
There are parts of the family that in every family you dislike, isn't it? Like,
but let's get rid of the elephant in the room first. Did you see the meltdown on social media over Mohamed Salah's?
Oh yeah, that was all a joke still.
All right, are we gonna touch that? Nah, we're not actually. We're gonna leave that one alone because it's not football related in terms of what people are talking about. When you start talking religion, I'm not involved because I understand with religion people who are religious take that very seriously, and I fully understand. So if someone was disrespecting something I take very seriously and like abide by and follow and live my life by, I'd take offense too, innit? So that's why I don't get involved or say anything. But I understand where that comes from. So I'm not getting involved, and I don't know all the rules and things that you should and shouldn't do when it comes to that. Am I right in saying Salah's a Muslim, correct?
Yeah.
Is he Muslim? Okay. So yeah, that's why I'm not really not getting into that.
I swear you're a Muslim as well.
Yeah.
You're Muslim as well. So it's like I'm not getting involved.
It's not something to really talk about on a Q&A sports stream.
Yeah, this is not what we're doing. But yeah. For those that haven't, so big up everyone that's locked in. I hope everyone's had a good Christmas first and foremost. Secondly, as well, please make sure whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share it across all the socials and subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. Road to 4K, people. Road to 4K. So make sure you hit the notification bell. I will get to the comments, but for those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&As before, you lot in the comments run the show. So you get to ask us any question, past or present, any sporting question. So it can be football, it can be today's games. Obviously, you can see from the title, Manchester City, Chelsea, and Arsenal all won today. But it can be football or past, saying about football in the past. It can be a tennis question, it can be boxing, it can be basketball, it can be cricket, any sport. But don't forget, members' comments and questions take priority, and super chats take priority, like as always on the Q&As, because that's one of the perks. If you want to join the membership, the link is underneath in the description. So don't think I'm ignoring you lot if I don't get to your question. If you see the same names popping up, it's because they are a member or they have super chatted or both. But yeah, let's get into the show anyway. Get me. Jose says, big up the panel, smash that like button. Good to see. Dupe says, big up. Taha says, big up Flawless Ryan and Nippin. Taha says, lay the table. Now, G, my role is to eat and buy it. That is legit it. My role on Christmas Day is to, you know what I'm saying, make sure the youngers are good. So in terms of my niece and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, the youngers and eat. That's it in it. That is my role in the team. That is legit it. Where else we at? For me, it's let the brother do their thing and let God or whichever higher power you believe in judge him, not us. Yeah, that's why I don't even get on touch on the whole Salah situation. Ali A says big up Flawless Ryan and Nippin. But yeah, we'll go to the Chelsea game. Chelsea won 3-1 in impressive fashion against Aston Villa on the watch along I did for that game on the Twitch. I was impressed. But your thoughts, Nippin, on the game if you did see it of your team?
To be honest, we weren't that great in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what an obviously this is sarcasm coming from my mouth. What an own goal from Reece James.
Oh, it's a great header still.
That is wild. Wild goal.
I'm not even saying it to take the piss because if Chelsea hadn't won, I would have taken the piss in it. But still, I'm not even taking the piss. It was a very good header.
Who do you dislike more, Chelsea or Arsenal?
I hate them both, but in different ways. I probably hate Chelsea as a club more, but I dislike Arsenal fans annoy me more. But then I'm not really fond of Chelsea fans either. I'd rather lose to Chelsea than lose to Arsenal. Put it that way.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, same way. I'd rather lose to Liverpool than lose to Arsenal.
Yeah, I'd rather lose to Chelsea than lose to Arsenal.
I hate losing full stop, but with the thing with Chelsea is we will shut up about it in a day or two. Arsenal fans.
Put it this way: if Chelsea and Arsenal were going for the league, I'd rather Chelsea win it.
Yeah, look. Yeah, for the greater good, anyway.
Yeah, I'd just rather Arsenal would be more annoying about it. I just don't like Arsenal fans. They just annoy me in it.
Yeah, look, certain Arsenal fans annoy me more than others.
I mean, look, I like there are some Arsenal fans I like. It's not like I dislike them as people or anything, just annoying about football still.
Fair enough. Look, I can't be the only one. Who thinks the Invincibles were overrated as...
I never saw them, but I think the actual achievement itself gets overrated by them.
It's a quality achievement. It's just the way they bang on about it. That's all.
I think it's more when they say when they say it's better than winning a treble and stuff. That's when I get a bit ugh. You get what I mean? I'd much rather win the Prem Champions League in a season. Do you get what I mean? Than
yeah, 3 trophies over an invincible season.
I'd take winning a Prem and FA Cup in one season than going invincible and only winning 1 trophy. I can't lie. The more trophies you win, the better.
Oh, absolutely. It's when they start comparing it to other sides, isn't it? It's other sides did doubles and trebles. This is not, I'm one shit back to back. This is not what we're doing. But back to the game, Nippin, thoughts on it. Back to the Villa game today.
We were much better after half time. Big Rom came on as the game kicked off in the second half, and the rest was history. He loves scoring against Villa. He loves winding up Tyrone Mings.
Yes. Did you watch it? Which game did you watch, Ryan?
The useless defender.
Which games did you see today? I don't know what you seen.
I watched Tottenham Palace, but I had City Leicester on at a couple of times.
Right, let's go to that City Palace because I know you got a lot to say on that. Give us your thoughts on that.
You mean Tottenham Palace? Or...
No, sorry, City Leicester. My bad. City Leicester. Give us your thoughts on that.
Well, first half was an absolute embarrassment on Leicester, innit? Thing is, it's a weird one because I didn't even think City played that well first half, but they just got the goals. I mean, two penalties. I think the second one as well, the second goal, it annoyed me that was given because you see that happen all the time, to be honest. And if you're giving penalties for that, you'd have to give at least 10 penalties a game. Do you get what I mean? So I thought that was a bit of a joke to give that still. Was it a penalty? Yeah, he was a foul, but you see that happen all the time, and I've never really seen a penalty given by that for VAR. So like I think City like that annoyed me how that second one was given. But like City, like a better team first half, 4-0 up. Leicester have got a lot of injuries, especially defensively. So like, fair enough. But obviously, I see in the second half, oh, they got a first goal back. I was like, okay, fine, it don't really matter. The consolation. Second one back, I said to myself, if they get a third, then I'll turn it. Then I'll put it on. And they got the third, and I was like, nah, I've got to put this on. I'm too gassed. But then when I turned it on, City got like the fifth, like a couple of minutes later. Like it was stupid. But like, I don't know. I think Rodgers, man, like you got it back somehow to 4-3.
Big up Bainsy.
Big up Bainsy, man. Big up my guy Bainsy. But I feel like you get it back to 4-3. It's not as if you've got like 2 minutes or 10 minutes to go. You've got literally, I think it was in the 65th minute or something. This goal, you've got plenty of time to try and get an equaliser. You've even got Vardy off the bench to bring on for the last 10 minutes if it's like 4-3 to try and come on and get an equaliser. That's not a bad sub to bring on at the end of the day. So like, but I feel like he just could have maybe told his team to be a bit more reserved at that time. And City were always going to dominate possession, but I feel like Leicester was still playing too high and gung ho. And then they concede. Okay, it was from a set piece, but still, I mean, I just feel they could have been a bit more solid at that time. Maybe just, make the game, just keep it at 4-3 for about 10 or 20 minutes. And then in the last 10 minutes, really go for it. And, if you get caught then fair enough. So, like, yeah, I just feel like that was it. I mean, even when it went 5-3, I think it was a Laporte header from a set piece. Leicester still had a couple of really good chances after that. I remember Iheanacho had a 1-1. O'Brien missed an easy header. Like, they could have still gotten back into the game. But, Leicester's defence, I think, is what cost them. Their set pieces defending in particular. Shout out my guy Neil on Shameless. Like, he said this throughout the whole season, that Leicester from set pieces defending have been so poor this season, like really poor. And that was so evident against City because it's not as if, what made it worse is it's not as if City are really strong from set pieces either. You look at their team, they've not really got tall players or anything. I don't really think City score from loads of set pieces in it. They're more cutback FC in it. They're more good from open play kind of. So to concede that many against City and set pieces, to me, shows a lot wrong with Leicester at the moment. In terms of City, though, obviously we've got Leicester coming up soon. I expect to win that game. I am wary of Leicester going forward because they do have very good players going forward. Vardy will probably play that game. I think he rested him for this game. So it's just stuff like that. Maddison's on form. But in terms of City are very strong and they're definitely favourites for the league, and rightly so. Best squad by a mile, and the best manager. But I always said with City that with their defense, they've always had a good defensive record, but their actual defenders in terms of backline, you can get at them if you manage to test them. I've always thought that.
Ruben Diaz is a brick wall, though.
He wasn't much of a brick wall today, I'll tell you that. But you know what it is?
He still came out on the winning side.
I hear that, but conceded 3 goals at home at the end of the day. Like, you can't have had a good game defensively, and he didn't. You could see the goals Leicester scored. He was at fault for at least one of them, partly to blame. But Ruben Diaz is quality. I ain't denying that. I just don't think he's world class yet, like people claim he is. But like, I've always thought Laporte's overrated as well, even though I rate him. But like I've always said with City's defense, the way they don't concede many goals is they keep the ball so well. And that's a credit to them and Pep at the end of the day. I mean, that's the best form of defense at the end of the day, is keeping the ball. But if a team does manage to get the ball and test them, you can create chances against them. And that's what Leicester showed today. I think Leipzig showed that earlier on the season. They scored 3 at the Etihad. I mean, don't get me wrong, City will probably score another 6 past you the other end. But like, they showed that like you can actually get joy against City going forward if you do manage to get enough of the ball and attack more, because their defense isn't as solid, I don't think, as what it seems, to be fair. And I've always thought that. But yeah,
you're
that's
saying
what it
City's
is.
defense is overrated?
Huh?
So you're saying City's defense is overrated?
The actual back line is a bit overrated, yeah, in terms of their actual defending, yeah.
Interesting. All right, let's go for it. Yeah, you lot continue to get your questions in. We will get to as many of them
Jupe,
as we
I'm
can.
not saying it isn't a pen. I'm just saying that why was that checked by VAR when that happens all the time? Let's not pretend that that doesn't happen all the time. It happens all the time, but yeah, it gets checked and overturned for that one penalty. That just doesn't get to me. That just gets to me because that happens like 10 times a game. So like either you're fair to everyone and give them all the time, or you just don't give one like that all of a sudden. That's what pissed me off a bit. It's just not consistent.
I hear that. WKD says, I'm here for the Mason Mount slander, poor decision making and lack of composure in front of goal. His overall game was actually, because I did the Chelsea Villa.
He did all right. He did play okay today.
His overall game, actually, he played well. His finishing was shocking. There was two.
When he missed the open goal.
There was the open goal and then the 1-2 with Lukaku where his touch is too heavy. If the touch, when Lukaku lays it back off to him, if the touch is better, he's just taking a touch and then shooting and he should be scoring in that. But that's been the problem with Chelsea during this period of time, but they were very good today. I mean, Spurs were very good today. Chelsea were very good today. Chelsea were very good. But again, that's what happens when you have your first team back. When you have Lukaku back, you have Jorginho back, you have Kante back, you have Kovacic back, and it shows. If Lukaku's not playing and say Kovacic and Kante ain't there, then they're probably playing Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, and then maybe bringing on a Ross Barkley. And people acted like these. I said it for the longest. There's a reason why, you take the free, I say this again, and I say this, you take the three best central midfielders from any team, and you will see a difference.
Yeah.
Only team probably in Europe is maybe, well, in the Premier League, I'll keep it too. It's probably
Ross
Manchester
Barkley's
City.
A scrub. Ross Barkley is a scrub.
He didn't even play today.
Get him out of my club.
Why are you so mad at Ross Barkley?
Get him out of my club. He's shit.
This guy.
He's got ability. He just doesn't show it enough. That's the thing.
I just don't think he's Chelsea level. He can play somewhere else.
I think he's probably like Crystal
Palace
in
the Premier. You would play in the Premier League, is what I'm saying.
His level is the Serie A.
So you think Serie A is miles below Champions League? Miles below Premier League. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, look, there are players who look good in. Look, there are players who will look good in Serie A, but will not look good in the Premier League.
Yeah, but I think roles are reversed. I think it looks the same.
But yeah, does it work the other way? Exactly.
Of course it works the other way. Just because you're not successful, just because you're successful in the Premier League doesn't mean you'll be successful elsewhere.
Is this just an example of overhyping the Premier League a bit? Again?
Prime example, people act like it's just like it's different styles. Like you might have as Ryan, you could be a world-class player, but your style could just not suit La Liga.
Yeah, if you play at 100 miles per hour, sometimes you might not suit a slower league at the end of the day. You've got more time on the ball, more time to do something stupid at the end of the day.
Oh, like you might do your
Rashford.
Go on.
Would Rashford's a guy who plays like at 100 miles per hour. Would he suit somewhere like La Liga where you do rely more on your intelligence in the game?
Maybe, because with the highlight bike, but yeah, that's true. But then maybe would he suit the Bundesliga because of the high lines? Probably.
Because that's just the high line pace.
But does Rashford start for any La Liga team? Does he?
Barcelona he probably does start for, maybe.
Probably. Depends who the top teams.
Really?
Real Madrid, no. Or Barcelona, possibly, yeah.
I don't think he starts for Atletico, because Atletico actually have good attacking players, to be fair. I have to give him that.
Atletico play two up front.
Hey, let's not make out like Atletico are behind Rayo Vallecano, who just got promoted. So let's not call Atletico Madrid like they're some great side. They're behind the team who just got promoted. I'm just saying in general. I realized I got told that the other day, and I was like, is this the side that are being hyped up against United? That are behind the team that just got promoted into the league? You are 6 in their league.
But look, it will be typical United to look at Atletico's form and say, they're not that good, only to get knocked out.
Atletico over 2 legs.
You think?
Yeah, I ain't saying they're not. No. I'm not saying they're not that good. It will be tough. But am I confident Manchester United go through? Absolutely. There's nothing to. I'm not scared.
Ooh, saying it in his chest.
I've been saying it. The same
telling...
team they were. People think they're still this great defensive side, bro, they're not good defensively anymore. Like I saw that in the group. We played them twice. We scored 5 goals across the 2 games. Probably should have scored more. In fact, they're probably a better team going forward than they are defensively now. They've actually got some dangerous players up front still. Suarez, Felix, Griezmann, Carrasco. They've got some dangerous players up front still. They're probably more stronger going that way than defensively like they used to be a few years ago.
I was not concerned. Like I said, if United were sat
they have
6, 7...
as well.
If United were
as well.
But if United was sat where Atletico Madrid is sat, and I'm trying to think who came up this season, and Brentford were above us, no one's talking about us beating Atletico Madrid. If we were all on the same level of points and we had Atletico Madrid's team and Brentford was sat above us in the Premier League, nobody is calling United favourites against Atletico Madrid.
Yeah,
But roles are
no,
reversed and they're the favourites. I said this for the longest. Can we get knocked out? Absolutely, we can get knocked out. But Liverpool could get knocked out by who have you lot
Inter
got?
Milan.
Inter Milan. But do I believe they will? No. Could they? Yes. But do I believe they will? No.
The only
Same
two
for
I
your
think
mob
are
against Theo.
certainties are Chelsea and City with the ties they have.
Yeah, but the thing is, they could lose. Do I believe they lose them? No. Is a low chance that they lose them? Absolutely. Can it happen over a 2-game period? Yes. Is it highly unlikely? Absolutely. I just don't like the fact the way Atletico Madrid have been gassed up since that Champions League.
Oh yeah, people are acting like that's some like amazing. People are acting like you're playing like Bayern Munich in the Champions League next. Like
people are talking
that's
like
the way people are acting.
Yeah, people are talking like we facing one of the Champions League favorites. They ain't top 6.
Yeah,
let's keep it real.
No.
This is what I'm saying. 6. But if you blanked the team name and heard people talk, that's the way they're sounding. It's crazy, but Manchester United business. Flawless, do you think Pep and Klopp are the Fergie and Wenger of this generation? Klopp is Wenger and Pep is Fergie. Good comparison. I just gotta wait to see it out for longer, but so far they're going in that direction.
It's a bit weird because Alier's saying Klopp is Wenger and Pep is Fergie, but you could look at it the other way in terms of like, I feel in terms of styles, Klopp's is probably more similar to Fergie and Pep is more similar to Wenger in terms of the kind of football they play, but in terms of the success, it's the other way around. I think he's
talking about.
What I mean, it's a weird one because Pep is the one dominating and Klopp's the one actually mostly challenging and maybe winning the odd one.
I think that's where he's going with it, is in terms of success. So yeah, I'd have to see it because obviously Fergie and Wenger were around for a longer period. But Ali, that the comparison you're making makes sense. We just got to see the next 5-10 years from now, and then we can make it. Because Klopp could fall off, Pep could fall off. They both could fall off. They could both elevate. Yeah, go on, Nippon.
Do you think if Leicester had a fully fit team, they'd be more? Do you think if Leicester had a fully fit team, they'd get a result out of that game?
They'd compete with City, but City would still be massive favourites for the game. They're at home and stuff, so like, I say it'd be close, but I'd have probably expected Man City to probably edge it still. Although it wouldn't have surprised me if Leicester maybe could have got a draw, maybe in it. Right.
I just think it's the end of the cycle for that side. That's all it is. Just the end of the cycle.
To be fair to Leicester, they have got a lot of injuries, especially defensively. Like Neil speaks.
Yeah, Neil spoke on that.
They have got a lot of injuries.
Well, he shouldn't have fallen off the way they've fallen off.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a question for you, Ray. What are your thoughts on Klopp making excuse after excuse after excuse?
He's been doing it for years. I'm used to it.
But what do you think? Just because you're used to it doesn't mean you have to be okay with it.
I'm not really that arsed, to be honest. I'm not really that arsed. I kind of like the dumb excuses. Look, also a lot of the excuses that he makes stupid, yeah. But I kind of like the fact that he's a petty because like it shows that he just can't accept losing. And that's kind of what I want in my manager. Do you get what I mean?
Why do you like sore losers, though? Admit you've lost.
Well, he's my manager and he's a top manager.
Hey, before you lot continue, in the chat, you lot keep it small, keep it football. Don't be talking about politics or anything like that. This is not what we're doing, innit? Like, that's not what we're here for. We're not here to talk politics and things outside of football and outside of sport. We're not here to do any of that, innit? Yeah. So I'll just say that now. If you lot continue, I will handing out blocks in it. This ain't a political channel, people. Especially, you don't want to hear politics on Sarcasm City. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but do you really want me and Flawless to speak about politics?
On Sarcasm City, like the keys in the title. But go on, carry on. Say what you're saying about Klopp. Go on, say what you're saying.
No, I mean, with Klopp, it's like, look, when he's blamed the wind and the rain before and the snow and all that, that sounds a bit stupid, innit? I can't lie. But I kind of like it because it shows that he just cannot accept losing. Like, he's so petty. And yeah, it's sore loser, like, I like a sore loser if he's my manager. Do you get what I mean? Like, if it was a Pep saying it, I'd probably hate it. But because he's my manager, I like it, innit? So it's just kind of that, to be honest.
Yeah, I get it. I understand it. That's why I don't criticize. It's funny.
It's like that player who's a proper shithouse. It's like with the player version, like Luis Suarez is a shithouse, innit? But you love him when he plays for you because you know you're just going to win with him on, to be fair. But then if you're playing against him, it's fucking horrible. Do you get what I mean?
Mm. No, I hear that. Lewis says, not trying to get ahead of myself, but we're winning everything in this sorry
Losers,
sport.
that's
So
about
he's gassed.
50 pints before the game, fam.
I
And 10
understand why. I
after.
understand why he's gassed because they were really good today. As for
They were
Spurs,
good.
though,
Second half,
and man,
I thought first half Chelsea weren't
they
too
were
great.
decent,
First half,
but the
but
second half
second
they
half they
turned up.
were very good. Very good.
You also
They
have to
were shit
factor
in
in
the
what team you join as well. Do they suit the player style? Yeah. You do have to. That is exactly right, Emmanuel. That's why I don't look at he's successful here, so he can be successful everywhere. Like, no, don't work like that. Not in the slightest.
No, yeah.
Jupe, how are you
So-
not that confident against Sporting? Please
Yeah,
tell
you
me.
sound like Yan City, man.
Please tell me, like, why? What you're worried about? Maybe there's something about I'm not very knowledgeable on Sporting, so if there's something I don't know that you know in regards to that, I don't know. I'm very, very confused.
Sporting, over
I'm
two
very
legs.
confused. Yeah. Where else we at?
Sporting.
They've kicked me
Where
out.
else? Yeah, no stress. Take your time, innit? Take your time. It's all good.
Take your time with it. Take your
Yeah,
time
where else
with
we
it.
at? But yeah, Chelsea were very good. Like I say, Arsenal also won 5-0, so they're rolling through. That's another win for them. Obviously, there's games in hand. Spurs I want to talk about though, because against Palace, even before the red card, they were very good.
Yeah.
Before the red card, they were very good. And Peter touched on this as well in regards to them being contenders for top four. And I said this at the time. I said with Conte, that makes them genuine contenders for top four. They're not out of the Conference League. They have one
I
game
think
a
there's only
week,
two contenders.
and they have
for
Kane
top
and
four.
Son. Yeah, and they have Kane and Son. So they have two legitimate goal scorers who can fire them into top four contention.
Those are
and
two
top
players
four.
who strike fear into teams when you play them.
Mhm.
Arsenal don't have that. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not being
facts.
funny in it with Arsenal. Yeah, Saka, Smith Rowe, good players, but I can't really see a lot of teams that they're not like, oh my days, we're playing Saka and Smith Rowe. I'm shitting myself. Do you get what I mean? With Kane and Son, you are like that, innit?
Yeah.
The thing,
But I think there's
who do
only
you
two
fear
contenders
more?
for the fourth place.
Who do you fear more out of Kane and Son?
Kane,
I fear Son.
because
If
I
I
think
was a
Kane.
defender, I would fear Son more than I would fear Kane.
Well, Son does all the more running in behind, innit? Because he's quick. But I think Kane, I fear probably Kane more because he can do the creating. So even if he drops a bit deep, he can just find a through ball on point. And plus, if he gets a chance, he'll fucking take it, innit? So and the cross comes
Yeah,
in. And if Tottenham keep crossing it, I'm fearing Kane more, innit? So I'd probably say overall I'd fear Kane. But I understand why people would fear Son more as well. But I personally, I fear Kane more.
Yeah, I would. The thing with me, I would fear Son because, look, if I was a defender, I would try and go for him because like he can kill you with his pace if you're not quick
It's the
enough.
pace that he's got the advantage.
If you know what I mean.
But Harry Kane gave us more of a hard time last week than what Son did, I thought. Even though both of them scored, I thought Kane was more dangerous throughout the game than Son. For me, anyway.
Nope.
Yeah.
Lewis is saying here, first half we were shit, to be honest. We controlled the game better in the second, but our build-up play sucks. I asked him, we got whipped in transition. I don't think it was that bad in the first half because they didn't really offer much. Like, yeah, Villa tried to catch on a
Lewis,
break a few
hop on.
times.
I thought
But
both
other than
teams
that,
were
I don't
quite
know.
poor in the first half, actually.
It's like Chelsea didn't offer much, but yeah, second half they busted. They busted in the
Chelsea were
second
very
half.
good second half.
Yeah, Daniel says, is Kane finding form again? Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems that way. Has he not 2 in his last 2 or 2 in his last? You'll know this. Yeah, you're part of the Harry Kane hive. So yeah, it
I'm
makes sense.
Harry Kane hive all the way. I've been saying for time he'll start scoring again. He's too good not to, and especially with
Ray,
Conte.
did you support England in the Euros?
Yeah, but I weren't like die hard, innit? Yeah, I weren't like die hard.
You just like him to. You was one of them. If they did well, cool. If they didn't do well, you ain't gonna cry about it.
Nah, I don't lose. Liverpool's the only team who, if we lost, I'd like probably
You had to
like
get
I'd be
affection.
mad in it.
What?
But with
So
England
you're
losing, I weren't
Liverpool over
arguing it.
Pakistan as well?
Yeah, all day. Fuck Pakistan, bro. Liverpool all day.
You do realise you just cost your ancestors by saying that?
Yeah, compared to Liverpool, if I had a choice, Liverpool or Pakistan, fuck Pakistan, man.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's good. I don't apologize, fam. It's cool. But like,
Liverpool
what
try
were
to
you
set
even
you up,
saying
fam.
again? I actually think in terms of top four, we were speaking of Spurs. There's only two contenders for me, and that's Spurs and Man United. I'd forget about. I know Arsenal are probably in fourth at the moment. Their fans are getting gassed. they're not good enough for top four, in my opinion. The other two are better than them. And normally in a league season, the quality shines through at the end of the day. I think I'd probably say Man United are just favourites in it. But I think the one game a week could really, really benefit Spurs and Conte.
Mm-hmm.
It really could. And Ragnick, I think Conte's had more time to kind of coach his style at Spurs and coach his system, whereas Ragnick has only just come. He's only had 2 matches or 3 matches so far, I'm not sure, to try and get his style out on the pitch. So I think United are just favourites because they got the better squad, but it wouldn't shock me if Spurs got it, to be honest.
Yeah, it wouldn't, because they have a manager. They have 2 players, and they have a manager who is capable of
And they've got a manager.
Walking
in terms of managers, that Spurs is an advantage that Spurs have got over you. They've got a manager who's managed in the Premier League before and knows this league inside and out. Who's won it before, by the way. I'm not saying Spurs are going to win it, but winning the Premier League isn't bad experience. Whereas Ragnick hasn't managed in this league before, so he's still learning. And that's the same with Pep and Klopp. When they came, it took them time because they didn't know this league at the end of the day.
Pep says, if it went for good last-ditch blocks, we would have been 2 and 3-0 down. Love Jorginho, but him and Kante were getting cut through.
In the first half,
if I remember the first half, in them blocks you're talking about, the couple from Chalobah, the couple from Silva, if I remember, they were counter-attacks. If I remember.
Is it true that Kante and Silva have got injured and they'll miss the Liverpool game? Because
Kante had an ice pack on his... He had strapping, I don't know if it's ice pack, he had strapping on his knee. I know that.
Because I know Silva
I don't know. I don't know. We'll go to you on this one, Ryan. Thoughts on Rafinha to Bayern Munich?
That shocked me the other day. That really shocked me, actually. I forgot whose channel I was on when it came to that. No, I was doing my analysis at Anfield when that came through, I remember. I'm not sure if it's official or anything, but obviously there have been strong rumours. And if he goes, first of all, that could be really shit for Leeds this season, I can't lie. But
fuck Leeds.
Speaking on Leeds, man, that could be really shit for them. But in terms of Rafinha, top player, would have taken him at Liverpool. We seem to be linked with him all the time. But Bayern, it's just going to add to Bayern's quality and depth, especially in attacking areas, to be honest. It's just going to add to that still and make them stronger. So, yeah, I think it's a good move for him. I think he'll get enough game time there. But... yeah, I think it's a good move. It's a move that surprised me still. But yeah, fair play. It's a good move.
Yeah, in regards to the Leeds perspective of it, didn't understand it. Right, taking off life just from a pure footballing view. Why would you sell the player to me who is probably most key to you staying in the Premier League?
He's their best player.
He's one of him, Bamford, Phillips. Obviously they're their best 3 players. I'll put Bamford.
I think he's the best out of
Phillips. No, he's the best out of them. What I'm saying is I put those 3 in terms of whether they're going to stay up or not. So
those 3 are the best players. Most important.
We've seen what's it called? We've seen the issues when Bamford's been out for long periods, when Phillips hasn't been there. So that's Calvin Phillips. We've seen a difference when those 2 haven't been there. So to me, they're not a good side as it is. Your depth is not there, and you're going to sell your best player in January. I'm not sure as to why, unless he's kicked up a fuss and asked for move. That's the only reason it makes sense on a Leeds part. Again, this now puts them. I thought they would stay up simply because of Rafinha, Bamford, Calvin Phillips. But with Rafinha going, that puts them because they're not in form anyway. I think they've won 2 games all season, maybe 3, something like that. So, and from the Bayern standpoint,
so many past them today if he'd have played them.
And from the Bayern standpoint, it makes sense because Bayern just quality in it, in strength and depth. He could still play. He could play Champions League as well. So you got nothing to worry about. And they're just adding to. They've got Asane, they've got a Coleman, they've got Gnabry, they've got what's his name? Musiala. So then you add Rafinha to the mix. You got 5. So even if you pick up a couple injuries, you still got 3 players. You still got 2 starters and a sub as well. So it's smart. Yeah. And he probably got a player we forgot about as well. They probably got some wide players we've legit forgot about. So yeah, interesting. Even though it's not confirmed, interesting. But I think Rafinha will be fine, and it would be great to see him from a footballing perspective in the Champions League.
Playing in the Champions League. Yeah.
And Lewis says, Silva and Kante is out, but all that means is Christensen getting a hat-trick of man and matches on Liverpool's head. This guy is a joker, This guy is a joker. Daniel saying they missed the Brighton game so far. Also, there's had a background noise nipping, yo. That's all it is. I'll be quiet now. Love when Arsenal fans get overgassed because their downfall will be funny and perfect. Yeah, that's what makes it great.
I'm waiting for that day.
How many is City putting past them on New Year's?
Yeah, their next two games are City and Spurs. Their next two games, excluding the FA Cup.
Carabao Cup after that as well.
Yeah, excluding the FA Cup, of course.
Do you see them winning the Spurs game? I'm not driving anywhere, by the way.
No, I don't see them winning the Spurs game.
Nah, I think Spurs beat them at
their place. Yeah, this is just Spurs, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Spurs will win that. And Conte ain't going to be tactically outclassed by Arteta or anything like that. Come on, man.
But Jose got tactically outclassed by him.
Yeah, but Jose's washed now. Conte's still like decent in it, so I think Spurs will be fine for that game. Arsenal just there's nothing about Arsenal that like worries me in it. If I was an opposition team, that's why I think we'll get past them over 2 legs in the cup. Right.
Oh yeah, definitely, absolutely. Big up Time to Shine in the cut as well. Absolutely. You lot get your questions in as well. This is only going to be a short show, so get your question in. Daniel says, Tuchel wants 2 midfielders in January. Who should we get? We'll go to the Chelsea fan. Nippin, talk to us.
1 second.
Who would you like to see? Yeah, no stress. And while we wait for Nippin to answer that question, get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video and subscribe to the channel, people. There's over 40 of you lot in there. So get the likes up.
Here we go.
Yep.
Let's see.
Fabrizio Romano over there. Let's go. Come on. Talk to me, fam.
Yeah. We should go for Tchouaméni and Tielemans.
Interesting. But then who do you start? Yeah, if you sign those two, who starts? That's stacked. Because then you would have those two with the 3 you have as well. That is a stacked.
To have a selection headache. It's good.
True.
Anyone, look, Kante starts regardless, but we could rotate between. Look, and Jorginho isn't getting any younger.
Mm-hmm.
We could rotate between. If we sign those two, Tielemans, Loftus-Cheek, Tchouaméni.
All right. So say you do sign Tchouaméni and Tielemans. So now you have those two. You have Jorginho. You have Kante. You have Kovacic. Who's your first choice? Who's your first choice double pivot?
My first choice double pivot.
Yeah.
Probably Tielemans and Kante. I'm not going to lie to you.
So Jorginho gets dropped?
He's not getting any younger, but the difference between Kante and Jorginho is that Kante is that player.
Yo, large up my guy Eddie in the cut as well. Says big up my dogs on the panel. Big up the chat every time. Merry Christmas, like and subscribe, people. Become a member if you can. I'll be back soon. Big up to Eddie. Hope you enjoyed the Christmas holidays. Hope you enjoyed your holiday as well, fam. I see you out there living life in the motherland. You know what I'm saying? Seeing life down in the motherland. Let's go. And Vegas gonna. I agree. Flawless don't take us seriously unless we're near or in the top 6 by late March. It's still early. We don't have depth, and our tech was learning on the job. That's why I don't. Even though you're 4th now, I'm like, yeah. I don't worry about it. This is why I'm not stressed.
Well, mate, you guys and Tottenham have games in hand.
Yep, facts. Tchouaméni, Gallagher been off the Dross drunk. Right, everyone on Ross Barkley's case, you know.
Bro, Ross didn't even play today, you know.
Everyone just on his case and he's putting a good performance.
Shit.
I'm just on his case. Jorginho seems like a player who aged like fine wine. Yeah, I think Nippin's being way too hard in that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, who's going to sit as Tielemans then? Exactly when it's surfer. He's saying Tielemans and Kante is not the best balance, which I agree with.
Not because Tielemans don't really sit. He likes to.
Yeah, he's not a sitter like that. Well. Facts.
Maybe just keep Tielemans on the bench. Then.
So who's your 2 then? Kante and who?
Kante and Jorginho.
Yeah, Kante Jorginho works. Like just as it might not be your 2 favorite players, but as a balance, it works.
Yeah,
it's a balance. But, you know what I'm saying? It's like
but
salt and vinegar.
It
works.
Kante is getting older and more injury prone.
True. So you need good backup.
Yeah, and Tielemans is good backup.
Does Tielemans want to come to Chelsea and be backup?
Now Tielemans too good to be backup.
This is what I'm saying. Like he's good
Who
enough
does
to
he
play.
bench at Liverpool's team? Who does he bench at Liverpool?
Henderson.
Yep, Milner.
If Tielemans came, it would probably be Fabinho, Thiago, Tielemans probably.
That's actually a wavy. That's a wavy.
That's a wavy midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, that's wavy.
It's wavy still. Yeah, Henderson would get dropped. Yeah. Well,
He
would be the one that I would drop. Don't know if
but Klopp won't drop him.
110%. That's wavy.
Still, Henderson's old. He gets injured sometimes. He can cheer from the dressing room, innit?
I said he could cheer. You harsh fam.
Well, Yuri Tielemans came in. I'm starting Yuri Tielemans over Henderson.
I rate Tielemans. I want him at United. Don't get me wrong. I said a 60 million backup. Nah, Taha Tielemans ain't overrated. You tripping, man. Tielemans cold. I would take Tielemans.
Tielemans ain't overrated.
Man, on the slides.
I think he's probably a bit underrated.
He's not. I think like he compete. Even if he don't start every top 6 side, he could like play a part in every squad.
He can compete. He gets into your team.
Oh, absolutely.
He gets into Arsenal, Spurs, us. Probably not City or Chelsea though. Maybe.
He's probably just City and Chelsea.
Yeah.
Legit. Probably just City and Chelsea.
Probably
Cities, maybe. It depends because...
Maybe.
Because Rodri and Bernardo are 2 regulars that should start for them for me. And then you've got like De Bruyne, Tielemans...
By the way, Flawless, I'm going to turn off my camera because I'm moving to a location with more
calm.
light.
No stress. We're going to close out the show anyway, so it's calm. You know what I'm saying? We're closing out shortly, but yes, calm. No stress.
That's a short Q&A. They usually last for at least an hour or so.
Yeah. This is going to be... It's not closing just yet, but yeah, it's going to be a shorter one than usual. I started this later, innit? Yo, man, this is my 4th live stream of the day. Got stuff to do.
And go Flawless, man.
Appreciate it. Taha says that brother scores long shots but defends like a drunk person. Yeah, but he's not. I'm not there. That's why you play him next to a Jorginho. I'm saying that's why he plays well next to Ndidi. And we're talking about Tielemans. Tielemans is a good player. I don't know what you lot are talking about. To me, Tielemans is a good player. I don't know what you lot are talking about.
No, he's quality, man.
But he's quality. Hence why I don't see Leicester selling him for any less.
I think they'd sell him for the right price. Be saying like that, 60, 70. I could see that.
I don't think
Tielemans made a career. Hey, I rated him before that goal from. You know what I'm saying, Lewis? I rated him before that.
I rated him before that.
I'll take Leicester's midfield right now. I've already said I would take Tielemans and Ndidi and give him McTominay and some peace. I'll take those
McTominay can go to... He can just go to a relegation team, innit? He's shit. And that's coming from a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, McTominay is not good. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's not good.
What are your thoughts on Top Reds crying that he's getting binned?
Who's getting binned?
McTominay.
Don't pay attention to Top Reds, innit? I couldn't care less. Life's too short, man. Time's the only thing we don't get back nipping. Couldn't care less.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that for an instance he should start for Chelsea people. I'm just saying Tielemans is a good player and the option he gives every single top 6 side is a good option. But I don't think he starts for City. He don't start for Chelsea. I think he starts for everyone else though in the top 6. European football really helped Arsenal. Did it? Or did they just on a good run? Like they didn't lose to Manchester United and Everton like 2.5 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, they were in meltdown after that.
Look, the thing is, Arsenal. The thing is, this is the Arsenal cycle. Have a good run of form against some relegations. Stat pad against relegation.
You broke up, Nippon?
Yeah, I think he's just gone or something. I'm not sure.
Broke up. You.
You must be sorting something else.
Yeah. It'll be cool. He needs a Basmati or a J5 next to him. I don't think he needs a Rice next to him in terms of like.
We need to start putting some more respect on Declan Rice. You know.
Go on, you land it. Go on.
He is quality. Like I'm not saying he's world class or anything, but like. He's a top player. He's a very good player, man. Like every time I watch him play, I'm impressed, man. I'm really impressed when I watch him play. It's not as if he's got world class midfielders around him as well. Like I think he's quality, man.
He's a good player. Yeah, he's a good player. That's it though. That's as far as it
I
goes.
think he's a bit more than a good player though.
Who's better, him or Xhaka?
Rice.
Okay.
Rice is better than Xhaka. I rate
Is it
Xhaka,
close?
but like Xhaka's no more than a good player in it. Like
Is it
Xhaka's
close?
good. I just think Xhaka gets disrespected when people say he's shit and below average. Like he's just a good player. That's it. But Rice is better than Xhaka still.
Flores, do you think Arteta basically doing what Oli did, go on good runs? It's you know what? I never thought about it like this.
Let me continue what I was saying now.
Go on, land fam. Go on.
Sorry, my mum called me, so it
It's
takes
cool,
me out
nipping.
of the
Go on.
stream.
No, it's
So
cool.
yeah,
Go on.
so yeah, they just go on a decent run of form and stat pad against shit teams. Arteta's the best thing since sliced bread. They come across a decent fixture. They get battered. Arteta out. And lo and behold, it's the roundabout over and over and over again. Big up Turkish.
Did Aubameyang not play again today?
I presume he didn't. I didn't watch their game, so I presume
I know he
didn't.
didn't score because he never scores anymore in it. But
yeah, over the Aubameyang, man. Over the Aubameyang. Big up over the Aubameyang.
I've always said he's overrated still, even when he was scoring goals.
But in regards to this, Hasib, yeah, what's it called? You might be right in regards to Arteta doing the Oli thing and going on a good runs. I never thought about it like this. But
over the Aubameyang is a flat track bully. Let me just.
You could be accurate.
You're not even that now.
Let me just make that clear. He is a flat track bully.
Nah, he's not even that anymore. He's just not.
He doesn't even play.
No bully anymore.
He's had some issues fallout with Arteta. He's had some fallout.
Arteta, this might offend some people, but I have a nickname for Arteta.
Go on.
He's a dictator. He is a dictator.
Nah, I hear that.
I don't know. I don't understand fully what's going on, and obviously you hear different stories and stuff like that. So I'm unsure. I don't know what's going on. Continue to get your questions in. Last few minutes of the show, people. Get your questions in. How is Arsenal bidding you and they look better? Because Arteta's what Ryan said, man. Arteta a very good goal scorer, but what he offers the team, Aubameyang's best for Aubameyang. He's not best for the team.
He's not even a good goal scorer anymore.
Yeah, he don't hold up the ball. He don't. Link play, when he gives you, he don't link play. Like, and when he's not scoring, like you said, what is he offering?
He's not.
I hope he joins Chelsea.
He's very similar to Bruno up front. That's what he is. He's like a striker. He's like Bruno as a striker.
I don't think he's finished. I think it's Arteta tax.
No, I don't think Aubameyang's finished. Absolutely not. You know why? There'll always be space for goal scorers. So somebody will sign Aubameyang because you know that he'll get you goals. If you get Aubameyang,
he's just a Gabonese Inzaghi, bro.
He'll score.
Inzaghi.
That's fairly accurate. I think he's a better footballer than Aubameyang. Than Inzaghi. Nah, he's a better footballer than Inzaghi.
Wait,
Inzaghi's one of the worst footballers.
Inzaghi was a dog shit footballer, innit?
Yeah, like I don't think Aubameyang's a dog shit footballer. Nah, Filippo. Filippo Inzaghi. Yeah. Like Inzaghi is legit one of the worst. He's one of the.
Become an icon. You don't become a
people Inzaghi's one of the best goal scorers.
No. We're not saying he's shit. No. We're not saying he's shit nipping. What we're saying is, as a footballer, like I say, he's one of the best goal scorers I've ever seen in my entire life.
People Inzaghi was different.
Yes, he's world class. Like he is probably the best poacher I've ever seen.
He's up there.
Probably the best. Like, I can't think of when I think about strike, when I think of the likes of Hernandez and other players like that, I can't think of anybody better than him.
Prime Inzaghi or Prime Shearer?
It's totally different.
That's a weird.
Totally different. Yeah, totally different strikers. Like we just said, one's a fox in a box. Now we're not disrespecting Inzaghi, ABJ. What we're saying is, as a footballer, Inzaghi wasn't good. But I'm talking just the fundamentals of football.
Yeah.
In terms of goal scoring, he was the guy, like touch, dribbling, all that type of stuff. First touch, but
dead at that, like
so basically the Italian Jamie Vardy.
Nah,
because
don't
Jimmy Vardy.
disrespect
Nah,
Vardy that much.
Jimmy Vardy's
Nah,
technically a
don't
good footballer.
Vardy, fam.
You know what I'm saying? Like Inzaghi wasn't running. You gotta understand, Inzaghi played in a 4-4-2 era. He wasn't running channels and all that.
Inzaghi weren't quick or anything either. He was just
Mm-hmm,
Mr. Penalty box king.
mm-hmm.
People Inzaghi.
Absolutely.
That's why
Absolutely.
he's offside all the time, man. He just played right on the edge
See?
because he knew he didn't.
Well,
he had
watch
to
it, your
leave
mouth
any
for the greatest striker of all time. Facts.
offside strike.
Like it's mad. I'll just put everyone in the cut as well. What else we got? I agree with Nippin's thoughts on Arteta. Just remove the. You're a joker. You're a joker, Lewis, and like you're a joker.
Wait, what did he say?
You're a joker. He said,
That's funny.
because you called him a dictator in it. So he said, I agree with Nippin's thoughts on Arteta. Just remove the tater bit. Guy got jokes. How has Arsenal been in you a lot better for the reasons we spoke about?
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
I think Aubameyang is just Arteta out, and he just doesn't care anymore. Honestly,
He's been like that. He got that big contract, and then that was it. He got that big contract, and he was like, "Yeah."
imagine if
That's
he
what
comes.
it is.
Imagine if he does a Giroud.
What goes Chelsea?
Yep. And then ends up
Has
becoming
Tuchel-
good for us.
Has Tuchel managed him before?
Yeah. At Dortmund. And he did very well under him, actually. Very well. I think there was one season in the Bundesliga he actually outscored Lewandowski under Tuchel.
You know what? As wild as it sounds, I don't think it's the best fit for Chelsea, but it makes. I think he does well in that team.
He'll score some goals, yeah.
Yeah, I think he does well in that team.
Yeah, look, I mean, like, it would be something I could rub in the Arsenal fans' faces.
I actually think his finishing, maybe not the last 1 or 2 years, is probably better than Lukaku's, his finishing. Lukaku's never been, like, an absolutely cold finisher, innit? He's always, like, missed some chances. But Aubameyang used to actually be a decent finisher still. I can't even deny that.
If he starts scoring goals and if he joins Chelsea, I can drop my nickname for him, which is currently Over the Aubameyang.
Over the Aubameyang is hilarious. When I first heard that, I was in tears, yo. Whoever said that in the comments, someone said it in the comments. I can't remember who it was. I died over the Aubameyang. Oh my god. Over the Aubameyang. I'm taking liberties. I'm taking that is ridiculous. Where was even gonna go? Yeah, Ryan, thoughts on the links to Luis Diaz from Paul?
I don't really know much about him, to be fair. Like, he's obviously probably played against us a couple of times this season, but like, I wasn't really watching him that closely, innit? Like,
is he Argentine?
I have no idea.
I don't know, innit? Like, I don't have a clue. I don't watch Porto week in, week out, innit? So like,
I was hoping you knew
who
who he was.
So if if he's a good player and it's to better our attacking depth, then it'll be a good signing, innit? But yeah, don't really know too much, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why, man. Yeah, okay. These fake accounts be wilding and that when we move. Colombian winger really tricky. Okay, yeah, I ain't heard about
He's
him.
Colombian.
Yeah, then I say he's Colombian. I have not heard about him whatsoever. I legit don't know.
Someone asked me earlier on.
Come answer the question, fam.
Oh yeah, win the Prem or Champions League this season? This season, if I had to choose one, I'd be happy with either, to be honest. But if I had to choose one, I'd probably choose Prem, just because, like, even though I think winning the Champions League is better and harder, I think we just need to stack up more league titles, fam. It's just 1 in 31 years, and especially having lost the record to United over the years, obviously we'd equal it if we won one this year. That's why I'd probably choose the Prem still. I wouldn't be complaining if we won the Champions League.
Flawless, do you think... oh, God. I forgot what I was going to say.
Go on.
Yeah. Will you celebrate once Pep Guardiola leaves Man City?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tired of this guy, man. Just winning shit. Tired of it.
Do you think City will have a drop of form once Pep leaves?
Yeah, but they'll still be challenging for titles and stuff.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, I think there will be a drop off because Pep, there's no one really better than Pep. you're not going to get an upgrade, and there is going to be a downgrade, but that downgrade won't be significant enough to stop them from competing and probably winning stuff either. It's just that will they end up will they dominate to the extent that they've done under Pep in the league? Probably not, but they'll still probably win enough league titles. I don't know if they go back to back that often with a different manager, but they'll still well be up there still. But there will be a drop off, in my opinion.
Hansi Flick.
It's all about the infrastructure.
After he's done with Germany,
maybe
do you
a
think
Hansi
he could
Flick,
do a job with City?
Or Ten Hag or something like.
Yeah, I think as long as you got an attacking philosophy, you could.
But even then, none of those guys are as good as Pep, innit? So there's obviously going to be a downgrade.
Do you
but
think
it'll probably only be a slight one.
Do you think Hansi Flick would do a job with that City's squad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could he win the league with them?
You could.
Yeah. You could, yeah.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but I think they challenge anyway.
Yeah, I think Nagelsmann prop coming into the.
Nagelsmann is not going to see. You got to be successful at Bayern Munich. You got to be sick. Your guy got to win. Your guy got to win the Bundesliga, which I'm guessing they're top of.
Yeah.
And that's why they do in the Champions League. Don't be going out to Salzburg in the Champions League.
I don't think Nagelsmann will win the Champions League.
I do like Nagelsmann, to be fair. I do like him. He's still young, though. He's still a bit naive at times. He's a good coach, very good coach.
I've said this in so many podcasts. I think he gets found out by a more experienced manager.
Could happen.
Yeah, like I said, he's only young still. He's still learning himself at the end of the day.
As crazy as this sounds, I fancy my chances against Bayern Munich if Chelsea faced them.
Yeah, but you didn't say it with your chest. Nah, you didn't say Bayern Munich come outside with chest. You know what I'm saying? You started smiling. Man, put you full screen. You started smiling. Don't give me that. We kept the footage, man. That's recorded.
I'm a Kante. I'm always smiling.
Yeah, whatever,
doesn't
man.
mean I'm cold on the inside.
Because you ain't always smile, this guy. Sure. Well, however you want to spin it. Sure.
Someone's saying Nagelsmann has Liverpool written all over him.
I didn't say with no chest, YG. You're right. I'm interested to see how Nagelsmann does at Bayern Munich, because that's got to be. This is now the jump to see if he's of that elite level in it. This next set of managers, we're now going to find out how good they all are. Nagelsmann, Poch,
Ten Hag,
all of these guys who are now at certain clubs of a certain level now have jobs like Pep solidified.
Well, Ten Hag's still at Ajax.
I
think Ten Hag will have a bigger job
He will have a bigger job. But put it this way, if he fails there, he's not going to get a bigger job. That's my point I'm making.
No, I hear that.
What I'm going to say is that I don't think Look, I just think if Nagelsmann comes across if he draws like a Poch or a Tuchel, a Klopp or a Pep in a Champions League, I don't think he outclasses them. I think he doesn't get past either of those managers.
No, but wait, I hear that, but then you can't just rule him out because obviously he got battered by us last year with Leipzig, but the quality in Bayern Munich's team is so much bigger than Leipzig that he will be able to compete a lot more with us than he was able to with Leipzig. Over 2 legs, I'd probably Bayern Munich would still be favourites against us, probably. Even though I still think we'd have a great chance over Bayern Munich. We can beat Bayern Munich over 2 legs.
Of course,
but I still say they're probably edge favourites in it.
Look, Klopp. Look. Klopp is a good manager, though. I think he's better than Nagelsmann. You can't say with a straight face that Nagelsmann is a better manager than Klopp.
No, Klopp's clear of Nagelsmann at the moment. I ain't denying that. Klopp's clear of Nagelsmann at the moment. But Bayern Munich have a great squad. They've got a great squad. And they're only adding to it with Rafinha, it looks like.
Apart from Lewandowski, who else from Bayern's squad starts for
Leroy Sané?
Liverpool?
Leroy Sané. He starts ahead of Mane.
Does he?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Sané's so much better than Mane. It's not even close. It's not even close. Especially with the form Mane's been showing the past year, and Sané's on smoke as well. It's not even close. I don't even think it's ever been close. Even when Mane was performing, I always felt Leroy Sané. I would have always taken Leroy Sané over him. Leroy Sané is different. He's so good.
Fair enough.
Even when
Fair
Mane was
enough.
like amazing for us a few years ago, I would have always taken Sane over him.
Really?
Yeah, that's how
That's a
much I rate Leroy
statement and a
Sane. Yeah,
half.
that's how much I rate Leroy Sane still.
Fair enough. And Bainesy, the reason why I said Poch, because I said he's in that bracket below to see how good he is. Nagelsmann in there. Nagelsmann fails at Bayern Munich. Where's he going to? He's going to have to reset. Same way if Poch fails at PSG, he go have to reset. All right, that's the next set. Like Klopp solidified, Pep
Kimmich
solidified.
gets in our team, by the way. That's another
I
one.
think take out the midfielders or one of the wingers, and the striker
Kimmich,
Lewandowski as well.
Sane, Lewandowski.
Yeah.
You know, all these. Yeah, they get into our team.
Sane,
Easy.
Lewandowski.
I wouldn't say Goretzka because I'm maybe Goretzka, but I'm not too keen on Goretzka to be honest. I think he's a bit overrated.
Well, you think Goretzka's overrated?
Yeah, I think he's a bit overrated. I think he's a very good player, but
What
I
about
think
Kimmich?
people overhype him a bit. I don't see like the gas in it. I don't see a player, and I don't look at Goretzka and think, "Wow, you're amazing in it." I think you're good, but like, yeah.
Is there anyone from
Yeah,
West Ham you would take?
He goes United.
Nagelsmann fails, he goes United. Not necessarily. It depends if Ralph wants it. Maybe he does. I don't know.
Well, Ralph knows Nagelsmann, wasn't he? Like his kind of mentor,
Yeah.
tutor, or whatever it was.
I don't know.
So
in
it's a
regards to
move
not that about him. Does it happen?
It's a move that could get done, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah,
Let's
but
see if
any
I
more
know.
questions,
Right.
people?
Yeah, get your final few questions in.
Sports
Yeah.
related as well, people. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
someone
we
said
don't-
Thomas Muller is underrated. Yeah, he's always been underrated. Thing is, Thomas
gets-
Muller's a weird one
No, I guess he gets his just dues because he's just been at the top level for as long as I can remember. This guy been at Bayern Munich. How long?
You know what it is with Thomas Muller is that he doesn't, in terms of talent, he's not got like a specific talent that he excels at. Do you get what I mean? Like he doesn't excel at dribbling or anything like that. But like he's just so effective. He's so intelligent. Like he's probably one of the most intelligent footballers I've ever seen. Thomas Muller. For me, I think he's one of the most intelligent players I've seen.
Right. Hopefully, I don't get kicked out of here.
Man, Sniper is that there will be pro clubs tonight. Yes, there will be. The Rafinha thing is a lie. He isn't going to Bayern, but it's a good hypothetical anyway. If he is or he's not going to Bayern, it's a good
Thank God.
hypothetical. What's up, Nippin?
I said thank God because I want Leeds to stay up.
Why do you want Leeds to stay up? Let's talk about that. Why do you want Leeds to stay up?
Because it would be funny to see the Geordies go down with $1 billion in the bank.
Yeah, give me these guys over. You know what I'm saying?
It would just be hilarious, purely for that reason.
See, you have Pep, who you could argue failed at Bayern. It's not the same thing. The reason why, fam, because of what he did at
Barcelona.
He didn't fail. Yeah, one what he did at Barcelona. Two, he didn't fail at Bayern. He underachieved. City didn't sign. City didn't sign Pep off his Bayern of what he did at Bayern. That's off what he did at Barcelona. Like, come on. And they wanted him to come in and dominate.
Yeah, because don't they have all like the Barcelona backroom staff or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
So
they wanted domestic. They wanted
Barcelona.
domestic domination. They wanted domestic domination. That is the fake Saeed as well. People don't worry about that because the real one is modded. Yeah, they wanted to. What's it called? That's what that is. Yeah, it's fake Saeed and not modded. You already know. See that with two slick. As I was saying anyway, where was we at? Yeah, they wanted domestic dominance. That's why they went for Pep, because Pep has dominated domestically wherever he's been. I think he's lost between Barcelona and Bayern Munich. I think he lost the domestic trophy once. I think he lost one, maybe 2 league titles.
I think.
And then even in this country too.
There's only,
how many has he lost? Is it 2?
In terms of league titles at all 3 clubs he's been at, there's only been 3 managers that have stopped him from winning one, and that was Mourinho, Conte, and Klopp.
There you go. That tells you all you need to know.
That's 3 top managers as well. So like,
yeah, that's what he's there for, 100%.
But in terms of Europe, like, I mean, City, yeah, they have brought him in to dominate domestically and take them up another level, but he has been told to win the Champions League there as well. We have to be honest.
Jabari says, flawless, why do you hate Leeds so much? I know the Rose rivalry a thing, but they ain't been about for 17 years. Just because I don't dislike a rival based on how good or bad they are. I dislike a rival because they're a rival. I'm not these new age fans, innit? I'm not Bainesy who will wear a half and half scarf. I'm not Bainesy who likes Arsenal. Like, I don't do that, innit? Like, Right? Leeds haven't been around for like 17 years. Like you said, I'm old enough to remember them being around. But even them not being around, I would still check championship results to see if they won or lost and see where they was at in the champions in the championship. I didn't want them to get promoted. It's the same thing. People said that about, I want City to come back. It's best for the derby. Look at them now. City didn't get promoted. They don't get taken over and they don't dominate. But people are foolish. This is what this is. That's what I don't think people understand what actually rivalry is. You know what I'm saying? You would wear a half and half scarf, man. You don't. Who do you dislike? Talk to me, Bainesy. What teams
have
do
you ever
dislike?
brought a half and half scarf? I've never. I can't stand them.
Whenever. You don't dislike Arsenal. When do you ever see Bainesy slandering Arsenal?
Yeah, Bainesy
Does
just
he
defends
slander
Arsenal
Liverpool?
a bit too much, you know.
When do you see him slandering Liverpool? Yeah, Danny, I
Wait, he
message you.
doesn't
Jump on.
slander Liverpool.
You tell all right, wait. Nippin, you watch Bainesy, right? You watch his streams. You know what I'm saying? You've got him on
Sometimes.
socials. Where do you hear him slandering rivals?
Look, it's like a
This
big
is my point.
Liverpool fan
He
first
slanders
and
City.
foremost.
Does he? What did he say
he
about
slanders
City?
KDB and all that, innit? Like me.
No, not the player. I'm talking about clubs. I slander Liverpool as a club.
Bainesy's fair like that, to be fair.
I'm fair though. You know what I'm saying? But this is football. I slander clubs. I slander your club.
My rivals, innit?
I slander Leeds. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Bainesy, I never hear you diss Liverpool or Arsenal. And I give credit where it's due. When I said if Liverpool win the league, I've said Liverpool's team is cold. I've said they have the best holding midfielder. Am I lying, Ryan? Have I not said
you have said it? You have
holding midfielder in the country?
But you think Fabinho is better than Kante?
Yes.
Yeah, but they're two different.
As a 6, yes.
As a lone 6, then yeah.
As a lone 6, yes. Fabinho's the best at that screening role. I think Fabinho's the best in the country.
Especially so you think Fabinho is better than Kimmich and all them, man?
In the country.
Nah,
in this country, in the league. I'm saying in the country, in this league. In terms of screening, it's him. And then you've got Rodri, you've got Jorginho. I think he's the best. I don't hear you. I watch you all the time, Daisy. Don't do that.
Who's better,
even
Kante
Jorginho
or
has to play
Kimmich?
like a two-man pivot, whereas Fabinho don't play in a double pivot. He plays as kind of the single lone DM, and I think he's probably the best at that. Fabinho, and followed by Rodri, I'd say.
Bainesy, we stream together at least 3. Bainesy, we stream together 3 times a week. I never hear you slander these teams. We stream together 3 times a week, sometimes more. Yeah, Danny, I message you. Message me back, brother.
To be fair,
I message you on the gram.
Even Lewis,
we stream together 3 times a week. Like sometimes 4 or 5 hours. I don't hear you slander these. I don't hear you say fuck Leeds.
Yo, me and Bainesy had a 6 stream together last week. Yeah, I think it was the one where we were doing a La Liga watch. You were on it, but you had to go off. I think you went to watch Spider-Man or something, innit?
Oh, see, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I went on after you, innit? It was me and Bainesy. We were just talking about like high school memories and all that stuff. Like it was a 6 stream still. It was a 6 stream.
These half and half scarf dons and that. You know what I'm saying? These Bainesies. That's what it is.
Why do you hate half and half scarves?
Do you like half and half scarves?
I don't really mind them. Honestly.
Okay, would you buy one? Would you buy one? Exactly. Look at him smiling. Yeah, you wouldn't buy one. Exactly.
He's got one, hasn't he?
Yeah. You wouldn't buy one.
Chelsea, Nottingham Forest.
All right. Okay.
When we played Nottingham Forest in the League Cup.
Was that this season?
Nah, a few seasons ago.
Yeah, Bainesy, Leeds. I couldn't.
Look,
How do you not hate? Not to it. How can you not dislike a rival? That's just me though. But you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm built different. This guy said I couldn't care less. Fuck Leeds, innit? You know what I'm saying? Wait until they get taken over. Then it's a City problem. They get taken over, it's a wrap. I've said this before.
What do you mean?
Like if they get taken over, they could become a problem because they're well supported.
Leeds.
It's a one club. Yes, it's a one club city.
You honestly think Leeds become a threat if they get taken over?
Absolutely, they could.
Yeah.
Yes. Why can't they?
They get taken over 100%. They've already got.
Why couldn't they be?
They're already they're not obviously a massive club, but they're already a fairly big club. Put it this way, they're a bigger club than Man City than when they were taken over.
Absolutely.
But do you think Leeds United have never won the Premier League?
Man City hadn't won the Premier League.
Yeah,
Leeds have still won league titles in the past.
Chelsea hadn't won the Premier League before your takeover. What are you talking about?
Leeds have been to a European Cup final before.
We've been a decent cup team though. We
Yeah,
were a
but you've never been
decent
to a
cup
Premier
team,
League. I don't
though.
I don't understand the Premier League thing.
No, Leeds
You
are a
said
much bigger
you
club
said
than
this
what
is the
Man
first.
City
Yeah,
were. Than
just
it.
because it's the first time I've seen Leeds in the Premier League in years too. Bainesy, what's your point? I don't understand the point. Like you man be friendly with the rivals and that. You know what I'm saying? No slander on socials. This is ridiculous. You feel me?
Would you
Yeah,
disown
yeah, I got you, Dan.
Would you
Yo, Dan, hop on now, fam. Hop on now. Go on.
Who's Dan?
Dan, one of the guys who plays pro clubs. Go on, say what you're saying.
Would you disown someone? Like, say, if you had a child, would you disown them if they decided to support Liverpool?
Unless the only reason that could be okay, the mother of the child has to be a Liverpool fan. Then it makes sense. Other than that, yes.
I wouldn't disown my kid, but I wouldn't be happy about it.
No. If my kid just decide, yes, I'm disowning you and that, like 100%.
No,
Like, I still
no,
love
no,
you.
no, no.
I
For
still
me,
be there
family
for you.
comes first.
But like sporting wise, like you're being disowned. Like I'm just
Well,
giving you
sporting
all
wise,
abuse.
you're being disowned, but
I'm
like,
giving you bare abuse. I have bare abuse
oh yeah,
every day.
yeah.
But there's no reason. If I'm blaming myself. If my kid is a Liverpool fan, I did something wrong. Because he has no reason, or she has no reason to be a Liverpool fan. Like I said, unless her mom or his mom is a Liverpool fan. That makes no sense. Why would my kid be a Liverpool fan? That makes no sense whatsoever.
But Troops, Troops, shout out to him. He lives in a family full of Tottenham fans.
Yeah, I know.
Like everyone in his family.
I've heard him say this.
His mother.
Is his mom? I swear, his mom's Arsenal.
Nah,
his mom's Arsenal.
Do you remember
Yeah,
that
that's
one?
why she.
My
His mom's Arsenal. Is she
His
mad?
mom-
Yeah.
His mom's an Arsenal
His mom's
fan.
Arsenal fan. Shout out to Troops. His mom's an Arsenal fan.
His mom, himself, and his son. Everyone else is Tottenham in his family.
Like it's not. And Lewis says, "Flawless, what you saying now about Big Rum? What do you mean? I said you lot win the league. You was the one who talking about, oh, we can't win the league.
Nah, they ain't
What do you
winning the
mean?
league. They ain't winning the
Like
league.
I've said, I picked you.
Big Rum's only scored like 3 league goals.
Nah, he played well today though. He was cold. Forget the goals. He played well today.
I won't get gassed over a 45 minutes where he played well still.
Yeah, like I said, if my child is a Liverpool fan or a Leeds fan, that makes no sense unless the mother is. That's the only way that makes sense. And that's the only way I'd be like, all right, cool. Or is it a fake Lewis? Is he not modded? A real Lewis was here before. Is it a fake Lewis?
Yeah, if he's not modded.
Oh, if it's a fake Lewis, all right, yeah. Fair enough. All right, we're going to close out the show anyway, people. We are going to close out the show. Love to everyone that's locked. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're back tomorrow. What have we even got going on tomorrow? I know there's an NBA stream. Not sure what's going on YouTube. We got pro clubs coming up as well. Love to everyone that's locked in. Yeah, Bainesy, you're right about inside, but I've said that the longest about Lukaku in terms of when he's running at you, dead. Can't. It's when he has his back to goal. Even though today his hold-up play was better, and he saw Mount
today.
Mount should have scored. 110% Mount should have scored. But
Mount played well today.
Nah, he just missed a couple of good chances. Other than that, he did play well. His overall game.
Okay, yeah.
He did play well. 100%.
Really, I saw bare Chelsea fans cussing him today.
So we'll soon find out.
Yeah, but your fan base is funny when they debate your own players. Still, it's actually hilarious. I've never seen a fan base argue more about their players than Chelsea fans.
Like there are so many players that are protected by our fans.
Go on, like who?
Like Mason Mount, Timo.
Yeah, that's Timo Werner.
Yeah, you see a certain Indonesian Chelsea fan raving on about him.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Timo.
At all.
Is he Indonesian? I didn't know he was Indonesian.
In Indonesia, yeah.
He's actually Indonesian. Why did I think he was from somewhere else? I swear he told me somewhere else. Bro. He told me somewhere else. Man lied to me, you know.
Nah, I remember he told me he used to live there, Indonesia. He went to high school there.
I swear he told me that. All right, we move. Go on.
Do you know a Chelsea fan called George Benson?
No.
I've heard of him. I don't watch him though, but I've heard of him.
No.
What about yeah. Anyway. So yeah, which are there any players in Liverpool's fan base that are massively protected by their fans? Like, say anything bad about them, they'll just send you bare loads of abuse.
Jordan Henderson's probably the biggest one. Yeah, Henderson's probably the biggest one. Trent, even though I rate Trent highly, if you get on Trent, you're not going to get a good reaction. Who else? Because I rate most of our players, to be fair, but any others that... Mane's a weird one. I say
Salah?
Henderson's the big... Henderson... Yeah, Salah. Yeah, but a lot of Liverpool fans don't get onto Salah, really. Who else? Henderson's probably the biggest one. I say Henderson and Trent. If you get onto those two, because you obviously, like, it's not like rival fans can't really... I'm talking more like rival fans as well. Like, rival fans can't really get on Salah, innit? Like, they can't really. But they can get on Henderson, because Henderson's not an amazing footballer. And they can get on Trent because of his defending, innit? But, like, if you get onto those two, then Liverpool fans are very overprotective of those two. I'd say more Henderson at the moment. But, yeah.
Is it
Henderson.
like
Right, cool.
is it
Go on, Nippon, last point.
bias, like academy bias?
No, that academy bias is with Trent still. That's why he gets overprotected, because of his academy bias. But I actually rate Trent highly in it. Whereas I don't rate Henderson highly in it. I rate him, but he's like no more than that. But I actually rate Trent highly. But Henderson gets overprotection still. Like I think Henderson's probably the most overrated player in our team.
Really?
By our fans, yeah, I think he's the most overrated, yeah.
Fair enough.
He
Right,
gets
we're gonna leave.
He gets too much ratings. It's crazy.
Right, we're gonna leave on that note. But love to everyone who has locked in. Hope you lot have enjoyed the Q&A. This show will be back. What are we doing on Wednesday? What day does Wednesday fall on? Let me check. Is this the last one?
5th of January.
Yeah, we're doing on Wednesday, 29th. So 29th is Wednesday.
Oh.
So yeah, you'll get Q&A that day. You will. So this is not the last Q&A of the year. It's the second last. But I hope you lot all enjoyed your Christmas, enjoyed Boxing Day, and see you lot back here tomorrow. Like I said, me and Bainesy probably got a show on here because it's Monday. So we'll have a show on here, me and Statman Baines, Stats, Facts, and Vibes. And then there is one NBA watch along. I believe is it the Grizzlies and the Warriors? I believe it's the Grizzlies and the Warriors. Anyway, check out the upcoming live stream schedule. Love to everyone that's locked in. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.